Hey guys, Sheri Richardson from Experimental Homesteader, Exotic Gardening, SheriRicherson.com, and buyinyourblog.com. Welcome to our daily vlog. Yesterday I got up and I was bringing a load of wood inside, and I ended up twisting my back or pulling a muscle or something. I was in a lot of pain yesterday, but I had a whole list of things that I needed to get done. So I did that. This morning I got up and I unloaded the wood out of the back of the truck that we had picked up earlier in the week when we had been up on the other property cleaning. I've got it unloaded. I need to actually go get a load of wood today, but I don't know that that's going to happen because I'm still pretty sore from yesterday. I may push it off until tomorrow. I decided that right now would be a good time to start stocking up on some various food items that I don't really need the garden to make. So I started that process yesterday. I made some bacon. It will take 10 days to cure. I do have a video on how to make bacon for those of you that are wondering, because the last time we did it, we actually videoed it. But I've got the cure on it, and I've got it in the refrigerator chilling for 10 days. And then when I take it out, I will smoke it and finish it up. And then it'll just be a matter of cutting it into slices. I do have a meat slicer, and I'm going to see if I can get Jeff to figure that out this time. Last time I used a knife, and it just was pretty inconsistent. So I'm thinking this time if I can get him to use that meat slicer, it will be a lot better and a lot more consistent. I also made 2 pounds of pasta that I turned into fettuccine noodles and dumplings. I finished drying those. I dried them overnight. I put the dumplings in the dehydrator for a little bit. But the noodles I just hung, and the excess I just laid out on cooling racks. So they were dry today, and I put them in freezer bags, and I went ahead and put them in the freezer. I could store them in my cabinet, but I like to keep things like that in the freezer because it takes up less cabinet space, and that's one of the reasons why I have my freezer, is to store extra things like that and not have to figure out what to do with all these bags in my cabinets. Plus, if there's a noodle that didn't quite get perfectly dry, I feel like in the freezer it's a lot safer than if it's in the cabinet where it could go bad and ruin the whole bag with it. So I also started a big pot of bone broth. I put part of it in the crock pot last night because it just wasn't getting as dark as I wanted it to. And even in the crock pot overnight, it didn't get as dark as I had hoped. It looks more like chicken broth than beef, but that's okay. I have it in the refrigerator because I want to skim all the fat off of it. And then once that fat solidifies so I can get it off, I will heat it all back up and add any additional seasoning that I want. And I'll be putting it in quart jars and canning it. We use a lot of broth here. I really like having it for my lunches, and I like to have some kind of broth and dumplings or broth and noodles about once a week. So definitely getting stocked up on the bone broth and getting my pantry filled with that would be a really good thing. I won't have time in the summer when full canning gets going. So winter is a good time to do that. Plus it adds extra humidity to the house while all those bones are boiling down. So, and then I made some preserved lemons. They are fermenting right now. This is the second day of fermenting. They will ferment tomorrow, and then they're going to go in the refrigerator. Had some lemons I had bought, and it was cheaper to buy by the bag than to buy the quantity I needed individually. So I bought the bag, and there's no point in throwing that away because the lemons can be used like if I want to squirt lemon juice on fish when I have it, or if I need lemon juice for a recipe or whatever, I can use those. Also, if I need lemons for a recipe, which sometimes I do, like when I make my turkey, sometimes, or even chicken, sometimes I want to shove a lemon in the cavity. So I can use these preserved lemons for that, and they will stay in the refrigerator for up to a year and still be good. So great way to do that. I'm trying to think. Oh, yes, I finally got the frozen sap out of the buckets. Well, it was maple water and sap because sap doesn't actually freeze, but the water does. Anyway, got it out of the buckets, and I did some more boiling down yesterday. Sap is not running today because it's too cold again, but it's supposed to warm up tomorrow. So I'm thinking in the next couple of days, I need to finish this sap off and get it canned up. I did buy quite a few ingredients to do some other things as well. I'm wanting to make some Worcestershire sauce. I'm wanting to get things like my taco sauce canned up. I've got another one of the big pork butts in the freezer because I knew I wouldn't have time to get to it right away. And we're going to cube that up and can that so that Jeff can have pulled pork. He likes that. I don't. Like I said, the meat was on sale, so why not take advantage of that and get it and let him be able to use that up and have something that he enjoys. So I'm thinking there was 2 or 3 other things yesterday that I did too, but I don't remember. It was a long day. I received a call from a reporter at the Chronicle Tribune, and she wanted to interview me. I had told her she could come out yesterday. She didn't. I went outside, even with my back hurting, and I tried to shovel off the deck and stuff. I haven't done that today. It's going to melt tomorrow if it gets up warm enough. So, But I had told her yesterday might be a really good day because I had a lot of projects going, and if she needed photos, that would be a good time to do it. When we're taking photos in the kitchen and the dining room area, especially the dining room area, I really rely on the natural light. Otherwise, I have to use studio lighting because we don't have a big electrical light in there. We have a small one, a small hanging one. That's, I think, like a 20-25 watt. But no large electrical lamp. We have a hanging kerosene light. And kerosene just does not make, the light from a kerosene lamp just doesn't make for good photography. So I knew that, and I was hoping, but like I said, she didn't make it. So that's okay. I went out this morning, and I did get the little child-sized t-shirt that I needed to make a project for a guy Jeff works with that he had paid for like a week ago, and then he couldn't find what he wanted. So he gave Jeff the money so Jeff could just go pick it out and told Jeff what he wanted. I don't know if he was just busy or what, but I got that. I went down to Tractor Supply. I got my Purina organic chicken feed for 50% off. Plus it was on sale. So like $11 and something for a bag of organic chicken feed, which was fantastic. We do have a lot of snow and ice. I don't normally drive on this, but like I said, I had to go out. So I didn't have much of a choice. Came home, got those noodles and dumplings bagged, and I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to go in there today and make a couple more pounds of the pasta dough and get it dried and bagged and ready to go, just so I have it. I don't know yet though. Anyway, I think that's about it for me today. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. I hope you will subscribe. I really appreciate all of you that have subscribed. Feel free to share the videos. And if you're interested in that bacon video, I can't link to it from my phone, But when I get online again, I will definitely link to it so you can find it. Have a fantastic night.